You're listening to The Real View with Louis Holder. Here's entertainment news. First news, lesbian drama Carol has been named the best film of 2015 by members of the Toronto Film Critics Association Canada. The movie, starring Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara, landed the top prize, while filmmaker Todd Haynes picked up the Best Director prize for the project. Cate and Rooney were also recently announced as two of the stars in the running for the 2016 Best Actress Golden Globe. Talking about the project to British TV host Lorraine Kelly, for instance, Cate said the dynamics of filming a lesbian love scene were no different from shooting a straight one. You know, it's interesting, it's not really until you're confronted with those questions that I even think about it, she mused. Of course it's important that both the protagonists are female, it's a very important obstacle in the film, but when someone walks in the room, I don't first and foremost see you and think about your gender, I connect to you as a person. So whether you've got a love scene between yourself and a man or yourself and woman, it's equally as embarrassing. You've still got the same level of, can I put my hand here? What if I brush your nipple? You still have to have those really boring technical conversations. Also a double winner at the Toronto Film Critics Association Awards was fantasy film Ex Machina, and Alicia Vikander claiming the Best Supporting Actress trophy. We've got a bit of a technical hitch. Give me one sec. That seems to be coming from outside. Back on the scene now. And yeah, so as I was saying, we have a double award winner at the TFCA. It was fantasy film Ex Machina, with Alicia Vikander claiming the Best Supporting Actress trophy, and author turned director now, a guy called Alex Garland. He landed the Best First Film Award, while Phoenix landed the Best Foreign Language Film, and a Best Actress gong for leading lady Nina Hoss. Legend star Tom Hardy won the Best Actor accolade for the second year in a row, while Nina Hoss Phoenix was named Best Actress, and a Best Supporting Actor title went to Mark Rylance from Bridge of Spies. Other winners included The Big Short, for the Best Screenplay, and Shaun the Sheep movie for the Best Animated Film. And the winners, of course, will be presented with their prizes in January 2016. Tom Hooper has revealed why the Danish Girl is considered too risky, and celebrates Eddie Redmayne's Golden Globes. Despite being up for 3 Golden Globes, the director of the Danish Girl, Tom Hooper, says it took years for the film to come to life.
I hope the film can continue to shed light on the issues that transgender people face, and there's still a lot of prejudice and there's a lot of discrimination. But I think the good news is that transgender stories have become more in the popular consciousness, and that's thanks to things that have gone before me, like the amazing Transparent TV show, like Orange is the New Black, with Caitlyn Jenner sharing her story of the world. So I think in the time I've been involved with it, 7 years ago it was considered difficult to finance, risky, hard film to make. People now say it's a film in the zeitgeist, and that must be evidence that the culture's changing, hopefully for the better.
So it tells the story of artist Ina Wegener, who was played wonderfully by Eddie Redmayne. I was privileged to go to the premiere of that in Leicester Square. Really, really wonderful film, and so nice just for it to all come together on screen. So it tells us a story of artist Ina Wegener, played by Eddie Redmayne, as he prepares to undergo one of the first sex change operations. As well as Best Original Score, the film's lead actors Eddie and Alicia Vikander have also been recognised, and Tom says the movie was originally considered too risky, as you just heard in that little interview there. So also, James McAvoy still finds it special when someone says well done. The Scottish star may be a big Hollywood name these days, but it doesn't mean he's not humbled when he talks to fans. He's a regular on both the big screen and London stage, but still finds his A-list status very much so surreal. It's an amazing thing to be recognised just by anybody, he admitted to Britain's ES magazine. It's always surprising just how special it is for people to say, well done, former soccer manager Alex Ferguson said. That's the best thing you can do to somebody. Don't give them huge superlatives, because it just becomes water off a duck's back. Just say, well done. James hails from humble beginnings, as has kept life pretty low-key with his wife Anne-Marie Duff and son Brendan. The 36-year-old star won't be drawn into discussions about the backgrounds of actors, as he doesn't think it has an influence on talent. He does worry about that wannabe stars from a working-class background aren't getting the support they need. I don't really care about where actors come from and what background actors are, he said. I couldn't give a shit if there are loads of posh actors or not. It is a sign, however, that social mobility on a larger scale isn't being made a priority by this government, and that's something that disturbs me a lot. Art is the thing that lets you see beyond your limitations, whether it's music or drama or visual art, or, indeed, literature. It's a transcendent tool that allows you to move beyond the things that are keeping you back, the things that make you feel small and keep you where you are. Taking a look now at other news as well, and Bill Murray likes that his celebrity status gets him special treatment at the hospital. The Ghostbusters actor has been working in film since the 70s, but has never been on one to bask in the glow of the spotlight. Although he doesn't exploit his A-list status, Bill is pleased it gets him fast-tracked whenever he's been at a hospital with his children. Being famous is not something to complain about, because I hate it when people do, he told Britain's independent newspaper. The only really great thing about being famous is when you take your child into hospital and you get attention. That is the absolute number one good thing about being famous. The rest of it I don't care about so much about. I don't want to be paralysed by being famous, because you can get a lot of attention, like you go to the party last night and it just becomes a photo shoot. Another aspect that sets Bill apart from other actors is the fact he doesn't have an agent. He also has no cell phone, so it can be tricky for directors to pin him down for a role. Despite that, the 65-year-old is constantly working. At the moment, he has 4 new projects in production, including 2016's Jungle Book live-action remake. Very looking forward to that indeed, where he plays Baloo. He's also involved in the all-female remake of the classic film Ghostbusters. I'm a much better person when I'm working on a film because I'm really committed to myself, not in a vain, prideful way, but actually being myself, because I feel that film is a graphic representation of my state. Whatever my state is, or what I am as a person, Bill explained indeed. So all those were very well and good, articles-wise. Obviously, Tom Hooper should be very pleased with The Danish Girl. It's a wonderful film, and it does look good for Alicia Vikander indeed. Let's get some music as well, just to sort of lighten the mood as well. In on the news, got to really tell you this is a very, very important news. It's not actually very important, it's quite shit actually. Ron Howard's Ocean Epic, if you've heard of it, you've probably seen promotional posters for it around tube stations, buses and everything. In the Heart of the Sea has flopped at the US box office, very tragically, making just $11 million, £7.25 million after debuting in more than 3,000 cinemas. However, they're still enabled the film to claim second spot just behind The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. The film was based on the true events which inspired the book Moby Dick and had an estimated £65.9 million budget. However, Jeff Goldstein, who is a Warner Bros. Vice President, said, "We stand behind Ron and his vision for the story." So, we believe in him. He's a terrific filmmaker, but some movies work and unfortunately some movies don't. Howard is no stranger to movie success. His film Beautiful Mind won 2 Oscars back in 2002. His other films include Frost/Nixon and Apollo 13, but his 2006 adaptation of The Da Vinci Code failed to hit the spot. Warner's, which has had successes with films including The Lego Movie, Godzilla, and also American Sniper, has also had its share of box office struggles with The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Jupiter Ascending, and Pan. Of course, Hollywood is bracing itself for the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens, which debuts this week. Goldstein said he hoped that In the Heart of the Sea would benefit over the Christmas holidays by having opened before Star Wars. There's a cultural phenomenon around the corner, he said. Our hope was to get in front of it and get some word of mouth so that when you get down to Christmas week, we leapfrog over this coming week, that you can break through the clutter of those other new movies. All eyes will be on Star Wars' first week takings, which could threaten Jurassic World's debut of $208.8 million to become the biggest launch in film history. The rest of the US box office was fairly evenly spread, with The Good Dinosaur in third place with £6.9 million, and then Creed in fourth with 6.6, and Krampus in fifth with 5.7. The North American box office top 5 stands at the following: The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, £7.5 million as it takes first place. In the Heart of the Sea, 7.25, The Good Dinosaur 6.9, Creed 6.6, and Krampus 5.57, as I've just said indeed. So, tragic news for Ron Howard and his film In the Heart of the Sea. However, we've got other things to talk about as well. Now, the main news on everyone's lips is the fact that everyone is gearing up for the new instalment, whether you like to call it a sequel or indeed a reboot. It is by any means the next film in the Star Wars franchise. The premiere of the latest in the Star Wars franchise, The Force Awakens, takes place in Los Angeles later today. As a matter of fact, the film, the 7th in the series, has reunited original stars including Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. British actors John Boyega, Daisy Ridley and Gwendoline Christie are all expected on the red carpet on the Hollywood Boulevard later. Fans have gathered outside 3 cinemas since last week. The film is due to be shown at 3 venues: the TCL Chinese Theatre, the Dolby Theatre, home of the Oscars, and the El Capitan Theatre. So, here's a bit of Star Wars box office history for you. The first film... where do you want to go back to? Should we do 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3? Yeah, alright. So, A New Hope took in $1.5 billion in 1977. That's episode 4. Episode 5 took in £543 million. Episode 6 took in 520, Episode 1 took in 500, Episode 2 took in 328, and Episode 3 took in 296. So it basically got less and less and less as it went on, but hopefully this is going to be absolutely amazing. The TCL Chinese Theatre, formerly known as Grauman's Chinese Theatre, hosted the premiere for the first Star Wars movie in 1977, so it looks like it's going to be great for it to come back. Fans camping have been told they must spend at least 24 hours in the queue to be eligible to buy a pair of tickets, with an additional 24 hours given the option to buy another ticket. The invitation sent to members at the press have asked journalists not to reveal spoilers in their reviews. The Force Awakens will have its UK premiere in London on Wednesday. In October, some cinema websites collapsed under the weight of demand for tickets. So yeah, Star Wars could be the biggest film in film history. That would be bloody amazing. Oh god, that would be incredible. We got more news now from the aerial documentary filmmaking. Everyone remembers Amy. It was a controversial documentary. It was about the life and death of British singer Amy Winehouse. It's been honoured by the European Film Academy, as a matter of fact. Amy, which was directed by Asif Kapadia, was named Best Documentary at the European Film Awards. The film was condemned by her father, Mitch Winehouse, for painting the singer's family in a negative light. Best European film went to youth while British actress Charlotte Rampling. She was given a Lifetime Achievement. Congratulations to her. Rampling also won Best Actress for her role in the British drama 45 Years at the event in Berlin on Saturday night. Veteran actor Michael Caine received 2 trophies. He was presented with an honorary award and was also named Best Actor for Youth. He said, "It's been 15 years and I've never won an award in Europe, and now I've won 2 in one evening. It's so strange because I usually sit in these audiences and just clap someone else." The film, which co-starred American actors Paul Dano and Harvey Keitel, earned Italian filmmaker Paolo Sorrentino the award for Best Director. Greek director and writer Yorgos Lanthimos picked up the Screenwriting Award for his surreal drama, The Lobster, which starred Irish actress Colin Farrell and Rachel Weisz. The Irish film Song of the Sea was given the Animation Award. German-Austrian star Christoph Waltz, currently on screens in the latest Bond adventure Spectre, was presented with the Award for European Achievement in World Cinema. The European Film Academy was founded in 1988 and aims to promote films from across the continent. How fantastic is that for the latest documentary news? Now that was brilliant. We've got a little bit of sad news now, and Rose Siggins, who was an actress who played a character with no legs in the US hit show American Horror Story, has died at the age of 43, very young. Siggins, who was born with a rare genetic condition which causes abnormal fetal development of the lower spine, has had her legs amputated at a young age. She played a character called Legless Susie in the 4th series Freak Show. The FX network paid tribute to Siggins, calling her a kind person, a loving mother, and a very talented actor indeed. Her co-star Sarah Paulson tweeted, "The AH family lost one of our own. Rose Siggins was an absolute light. I will never forget your laugh or your beautiful eyes." The actress died in Denver, Colorado on Saturday. Her agent, James Mullen, said more details will be released soon, and she leaves 2 children. So we've only got 60 minutes on the clock left, but that's pretty much covered most of the film news, actually. A little bit extra stuff, shall we? Shall we do it for you? A little bit of extra stuff, maybe? Don't know, maybe. Alright, we'll get a little bit. The Future Shock, the story of 2000 AD, is a great documentary about a notorious comic, its origins and influence on popular culture. Watching it brought back memories. Maybe made a certain Mark Kermode want to reassess the movie Dread. It was brilliant, actually. Kermode Uncut was fantastic. Really, really good. And there's loads of film stuff on The Guardian, on BBC, on The Independent. Try IndieWire. How about that? IndieWire is always really good for stuff like that. The way I like to research my stuff is, obviously, I see the films myself. I do my research first, and then I deliver it to you on the air, as I'm doing right now. I don't just read off a screen. I don't just, listen to what someone else has said and just repeat that. I form my own knowledge, I form my own verdicts on things, and therefore you're much more well informed because you've got first-hand opinion, moi, and then you've also got professional advice from filmmakers as well. So brilliant stuff indeed. Indeed. What have we got indeed? Oh yes. Right. Important news. Okay, I'm just clicking on a document of my research that I just did. Oh yes, okay. So the Sundance Film Festival, they've announced their premieres and documentary premieres for feature and documentary, including new films from Kelly Reichardt, Werner Herzog, and Wilt Stillman. The annual festival will play home to a number of returning favourites and some of the most anticipated indies of the new year. The Sundance Film Festival has unveiled their prestigious picks for the annual festival's premieres and documentary premieres sections, including new offerings from directors like the ones I've just named. To name a few more, Anne Fontaine, Jim Strauss, Taika Waititi, John Carney, Kenneth Lonergan, Liz Carbus, Spike Lee, and Werner Herzog. I'm going to say that name Werner Herzog again for a particular reason that I'll just say in a moment. The January festival will play home to a wide variety of narrative and documentary stories from some returning favourites. Stillman's Love and Friendship will see the director return to the festival, while also reuniting with his The Last Days of Disco stars Kate Beckinsale and Chloe Sevigny. And familiar faces like Reichardt, Ira Sachs, Jim Strauss and many more. Solondz will also see a reunion of sorts, as his Wiener Dog plays as a spiritual sequel to Welcome to the Dollhouse, which won the Grand Jury Prize when it debuted at the Fest in '96. Of this latest addition to the lineup, Trevor Groth, Director of Programming for the Sundance Film Festival, said many of our selections this year reveal that what resides at the core of captivating stories are fascinating and at times heroic characters. In shining light on these people, independent filmmakers are doing what they've always done best, connecting the dots of human existence with a deeply charged emotional current. More of the Sundance lineup will be revealed in the coming weeks, including their always robust short film lineup. The festival takes place January 21st to 31st, 2016, below the latest batches titles announced today by Sundance as part of their premieres and documentary premieres sections. The synopsis, of course, are provided by Sundance. A showcase of world premieres of some of the most highly anticipated narrative films of the coming year include Agnus Dei, Ali and Nino, Captain Fantastic, Certain Woman, Complete Unknown, Frank and Lola, The Fundamentals of Caring, The Hollers, Hunt for the Wilder People, Indignation, Little Men, Love and Friendship, Manchester by the Sea, Mr. Pig, Sing Street, Sophie and the Rising Sun, Wiener Dog. And renowned filmmakers and films about far-reaching subjects comprise this section, highlighting ongoing commitment to documentaries. The one I'm going to mention best to you is, lo and behold, Reveries of the Connected World, directed by Werner Herzog. Does the internet dream of itself explore the horizons of the connected world? Directed by Werner Herzog, this seems like the best thing on offer at Sundance this year, even though the others are probably really good as well. Also, Will Smith, bowing out for Independence Day resurgence, Roland Emmerich has decided to mix a little of the old with a little of the new. Bill Pullman, too tired today to be doing any of this. No, we're not going to hear that. So, let me just give you a roundup, right? Some of the best films of 2015. I'm probably going to do an article on that. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in today. Not much entertainment news as of yet, but with only 3 days to go till the Star Wars premiere, everything's building up to that. That could be... In fact, I'm putting my money on it. Literally. It's going to be the biggest film of all time. Box office records, everything. It's going to be absolutely huge. So stay tuned for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I've already got my tickets for the 17th and the 21st. IMAX for one, and a normal for another. 2 sets of friends. Tom's going, Chris is going, Dara's going, Tanja's going, Rizzo's going. I'm just naming around the people that are going. So yeah, very, very important indeed. Anyway, take care, have a lovely day, and yeah, time now is 1:36.